Vishal Malkan joins in to answer all our stock queries, and in a bit, we have Gajendra Kotari as well, who'll be answering all our personal finance queries. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thanks much for joining in. In fact, our first caller is someone who wants to talk about aviation stocks. Anamika Shah calls in from Gujarat. Hi, Anamika.
Hello.
Hi, go ahead.
I bought Jet Airways at 525.
Okay.
And now what should I do about it?
Are you a long-term investor, and any particular reason you chose to buy an aviation stock?
I can wait only for a month.
Okay. Vishal, she has a time frame of just a month. She's not a long-term investor, but unfortunately the sector she's chosen is aviation, something that has been so turbulent over the last few months. What's your advice for her? She's bought it at 525.
Jet Airways shown some good movement in the last 3-4 months, but unfortunately she has bought right at the top where it made a top of around 540. So maybe it was an impulsive buy. So I think, and especially if she's looking only for a month, I think it will take more than a month to reach that price, or maybe longer. So I would suggest put a stop loss around 410, which is a good support. So if it bounce from there, we can see prices of around 475 to 500 in the next 1 month. Otherwise, if it breaks 410, then she should get out of this stock and get into some momentum stocks or good sectors like power and infrastructure, which is in the limelight in the last couple of days due to budget.
All right then, so hang in there. Maybe in fact you can get a bit of a bounce on Jet Airways as well. The stock is under pressure today because of the stock we're talking about, in fact, is Jet Airways as well. SpiceJet has recovered from the day's low. That's because of the news that in fact all the salaries for the month of February as well have been paid. So in fact that stock has moved to the high point of the day. But let's get back to our next query. Amrita writes to us from Chennai. She wants to invest 1 to 2 lakh rupees for the next 5 years. She wants to know if there's any policy which will help her to double her money in that time frame. She's currently retired. Gajendra, in 5 years she wants to double her money. Let's at least tell her what she can do best.
Yeah, Nigel. Hi. I wish that was true. A 5-year scheme to double your money. Just to give you an idea, it would require at least 15% compounded annual return for the next 5 years. Now, since you are a retiree, Ms. Amrita, I think your priority should be on fixed deposits, which are safe, absolutely, and which is what you want. So, but there are no FDs or no deposits which can give you 15%. At the most, you can earn 10, 10.5, 11% by investing into private company fixed deposits like Mahindra Finance, HDFC deposits, or deposits like Bajaj Finance. If you want to go with bank fixed deposits, then the max you can earn is around 9.5%. So I don't think there is any option in the debt category which can give you this kind of return. If you want 15% return, then the only option would be equity. But in that vehicle, you may see short-term volatility, or you may lose your capital in the interim, and you'll have to definitely have a longer term, like at least 5 years, to see 15% return coming.
Yeah,
so I'm sorry, I can't help on this one.
That's true, actually. In fact, Amrita, you might want to actually invest according to your risk profile, given the fact that you're already retired. If you want to double your money in 5 years, it would call for some real risky investments, not something that you can afford at a retirement stage. But we have another caller who's standing by already. Gauri has called in. She has some investment in BEL. Hi, Gauri.
Hello.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, I am having 189 shares of BEL.
Okay.
I have purchased it at the rate of 3,928.
Okay.
Oh.
See, now I want to know that whether I have to hold the shares or I have to sell it.
Okay. You're normally a long-term investor?
Yeah, long term, but I have invested long back only, madam.
No. Can you continue to hold on? Are you in need of money at the moment?
No, not like that. But my time consistency is 1 month.
Okay. So actually, you've bought it at quite a high price. But let me toss it over to Vishal. We wish we could give you some fundamental analysis. But for a lot of the defense companies, the outlook is good. But Vishal, technically, how is the chart looking to you?
Technically the chart is good and it has been outperforming and giving some good returns in the last 1 year. But again, the case is that she's bought right at the top of the price, and to expect a 1 month move in this would be a risky call. So I would say put a stop loss, trailing stop loss at least now for around 38.50, which would. Hello.
Yes, Vishal, go ahead.
Yeah, I would say there is a short-term bottom near 3600, which would be a good stop loss to keep, because if it goes further down, then there can be more damage to the stock, and a short-term retracement can take it down to around 3350, 3400 levels. So I would say put a stop loss and maintain that stop.
All right, then that's a call coming in on BL. Go to our next query that we have in. We have Mr. Agarwal who calls us from Mumbai, and he has a personal finance query. Hi, Mr. Agarwal.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How can we help you?
My question is, which are the top tax-saving funds I can invest in for a long term?
Okay. Gajendra, could you help Mr. Agarwal out? His query is pretty clear-cut.
Yes, Mr. Agarwal, I think your choice is pretty good. If you can take a bit of risk in the long term, I think not only you'll be able to save tax from tax-saving funds, you'll be able to create good amount of wealth also. Do note that there's a lock-in of 3 years. The funds you can invest, if you're a conservative large cap investor, then you can consider investing in something like Franklin India Tax Shield Fund, which has a pretty long history and has given consistent returns and very stable also. And if you want to add some spice into your returns, then you can consider investing in something like a Reliance Tax Saver Fund or ICICI Pru Tax Plan, which has kind of a good amount of mid and small cap stocks in the portfolio. So over a 3 to 5 year period, you can expect around a 14 to 15% return, and these are tax free in your hands.
All right, that's the advice on personal finance. But let's get another caller in. Mahesh Sharma has called in from Jaipur with a query on Axis Bank. Hi Mahesh, आपका क्या सवाल है?
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर, बताइए.
मैम मेरे पास 150 शेयर एक्सिस बैंक के हैं.
ठीक है.
रेट ऑफ 567.
ओके.
और मैडम मेरा लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट है, 2-3 साल का नजरिया है.
ठीक है, बट तो आप इसका जानना चाहते हैं कि ये राइट स्टॉक है कि नहीं?
हाँ, और मैम मेरे पास 200 SBI के शेयर हैं.
200 SBI?
यस मैम, रेट ऑफ 299.
ओके, ठीक है. पहले तो एक्सिस बैंक पे आजकल खबर ये है कि बजट में कुछ नए रूल्स आए हैं फॉरेन शेयर होल्डिंग को लेके, जो एक्सिस बैंक, येस बैंक जैसे स्टॉक्स के लिए बहुत बहुत अच्छे हैं. तो फंडामेंटली न्यूज फ्लो अच्छा है, बट टेक्निकल एडवाइस के लिए आई टॉस इट ओवर टू विशाल. हाउ आर द चार्ट्स लुकिंग फॉर एक्सिस बैंक, विशाल? एंड इफ यू कुड हेल्प विद अ क्वेरी ऑन SBI as well. He has 200 shares which he's bought at 299, and if possible could you answer in Hindi?
Sure. I would say एक्सिस बैंक बहुत अच्छा स्टॉक है और काफ़ी टाइम से एक आउट परफॉर्मिंग कैटेगरी में है बैंकिंग में, और इट इज़ मेकिंग हायर टॉप्स एंड हायर बॉटम्स. तो मुझे लगता है कि एक्सिस बैंक को डेफिनेटली होल्ड करना चाहिए. लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए एक अच्छा स्टॉक है जो काफ़ी अच्छा रिटर्न दे सकता है. और स्टेट बैंक के बारे में बताऊंगा कि इट इज़ वो एक स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस है 310-320 के नज़दीक, और वहाँ पे वो काफ़ी टाइम से कंसोलिडेट कर रहा है. तो मुझे लगता है उसमें और कंसोलिडेशन देखने को मिल सकता है. तो अगर लॉन्ग टर्म का हॉराइजन है तो डेफिनेटली होल्ड कर सकते हैं, और अगर शॉर्ट टर्म है तो मुझे लगता है स्टेट बैंक से निकल के प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक जैसे येस बैंक या कोटक बैंक में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए.